Oh, say does that star-spangled
look at the Bucks. They've got a basic situation in front of them, Greg. Win tonight and move on, or become a spectator.
And in round one especially, elimination games can be pressure-packed. You don't want to go home this soon. This is the time to put an entire season of effort into one game.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Bryant. Gary Trent is out there with Case and Wallace. Then it's Malawach. And it's Batista in at the 4 spot. Here's Wallace. Pass to Batista. And the 3 off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Back to Castle. Over Wallace. Goes back up. Batista with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers. Now Wallace. Pass to Batista. No good on the triple. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up to the Bucks. Here's Castle. And here is Diop. Defended by Trent. Wallace against Smith. Castle on the wing. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Trent passes to Batista. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Pass to Castle. Defended by Bryant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, at the rim, that's just a matter of size differential, right? That's usually the result.
Wallace against Castle. And Bryant kicks to Wallace. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one's good. Malawach.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Milwaukee in the lead. Castle with it. Pass to Diop. Castle sets the screen for Diop. The 3. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Wallace, the pass to Bryant. Back to Wallace. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And he comes up with the deuce. He has 6. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to Batista. Back to Wallace. Outside Bryant. Here's Batista. Shoots it up. Can't nail the jump.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Pass to Castle. Stolen. Now Cleveland moving it up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Dunleavy comes in for Thompson. And then for Cleveland. Jackson, he's checked in for Bryant. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Trent. Cavaliers trailing. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Cleveland shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one falls for Jackson. Drops. He ties it up. Here's Castle. Pass to Diao. Here's Dunleavy. Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And this is what he does. Stretch the floor with deep range. You have to close out hard on Dunleavy.
Outside Hardaway. The three-pointer is right on target.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Back to Diao. The three ball. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Usually a range shooter who picks his moments. I guess Diao was feeling it on that one.
Jackson has the open look. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Castle on the wing. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Diao finds Castle. Now Dunleavy. Back to Castle. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The shot's good from Smith.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Out to the right wing. Batista passes to Hardaway. Outside Jackson. Latrey connects from three-point range. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here is Smith. Over in the corner, Diao takes a three. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Cephalosha is out there with Randall. Then it's Chalmers. Then there's Dunleavy. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Cephalosha. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Cephalosha's got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee. Trent outside. And replay through the first minute here in the second. Good on the shot. 5 points in the game.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Back to Chalmers. Randall surveying the D. Chalmers finds Dunleavy. There's a screen. And here's Randall. Hasn't made one yet. It's intercepted. Trent outside. Pass to Hardaway. And stolen by Chalmers. That's good from Randall on the assist by Chalmers. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Changes here for the Bucks. Jock Landale's checked in for Randall. Asar Thompson comes in for Cephalosha. And Castle is subbed in for Dunleavy. Ryan's checked in for the Cavaliers. Wallace comes in for Tim Hardaway. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Trent passes to Jackson. Back to Trent. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
Castle with the bounce pass. Landale with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wallace outside. Hands it from downtown. Wallace has got 5 points so far.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Pass to Castle. Back to Chalmers. Here's Castle. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Lets it go from 14. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Wallace. Trent, a screen on Chalmers. Wallace goes in. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Come on now, that's easy money.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Different look for Milwaukee. Zhang comes in for Jock Landale. And Smith subbed in for Chalmers. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Castle. Now Smith. And he converts the layup. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bryant outside. Pass to Batista. And another three for Cleveland.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Castle has it. It's Smith with the assist that time. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Always with the ball. 7 points in the game. Bryant looking around. Pass to Murazan. There's Batista. There's the three. Hits it from three-point range. 8 points for him.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Thompson. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Bucks. Fry comes in for Jang. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Here's Wallace. He's got 7. There's a minute 47 left now here in the second. Back to Hardaway. And stolen by Castle. To the paint. Here's Thompson. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Bryant. Pass to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Malawach is checked in for the Cavaliers. Trent comes in for Hardaway. Pass to Diaw. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Castle. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Castle's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Smith finds Castle. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Diaw with the screen on Bryant. 5 on the clock, and the basket by Diaw.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so we wrap up the first half. Bucks lead by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for Milwaukee.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And looking at where Milwaukee stands in the series, they were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq, how important is Game 3 for them?
Well, Game 3 is always huge. They took care of business on the road. Now they have to hit you guys with a big word. Now they have to capitalize on it.
Ooh. Well, it won't be easy, but I'm going to make a prediction, guys. You ready?
No, but go
Whoever
ahead.
wins this Game 3, they win the series.
That is bold, Kenny. I sort of like it. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. And the Cavaliers with possession here. A 12-point game. So on the floor for Cleveland. Mason Wallace is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Bryant. Then it's Malawach. And it's Batista in at the four-shot. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Bucks passing it around. It's good. 10 points for him.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Trent with it. Now Smith defending. Smith against Trent. Back to Wallace. Pass to Trent. And here's Wallace. Here's Malawach. He's covered by Thompson. A three. Sinks the three-pointer.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Now, here's Diaw. He's got 5. Pass to Castle. Back to Diaw. Over Bryant. Diaw can't hit.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Number 69. First personal foul. First team foul.
It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Trent outside. Pass to Batista. And another three for Cleveland.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Took him no time at all on that one. Smith's got 10 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Castle. Smith outside. Diaw with the screen on Trent. Smith with a wide open look. And there the Bucks with another bucket.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Wallace dishes to Bryant. Pass to Batista. Good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists tonight. Milwaukee leading by 10. Now, here's Diaz. Here's Smith. Now, Castle. Diaz finds Castle. For 3, Smith. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. 12 points for him.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Wallace outside. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Castle. For 3, Smith. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
He is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Bucks making a change here. Dunleavy's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here too. Jackson, he's checked in for Bryant. Castle with the bounce pass. And Diao kicks to Smith. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And for Smith, I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty more nights like this.
Jackson from long range. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got 8.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Smith. Back to Castle. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Bucks lead by 11. There's the steal. To the inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And I love how Diao watches the floor. If a better option presents itself, he is ready to find it.
Outside Jackson, 3-pointer. No good on that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Diao for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. He's got 16.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Wallace, the pass to Trent. Wallace looking for an opening. Here he goes. Lays it up off the glass.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
To Dunleavy for 3. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Trent kicks to Wallace. Cleveland moving the ball around. There's Batista. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. Back to Wallace. Fires from deep. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Milwaukee leading by 13. Here's Castle. 9 points in the game so far. Inside. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Dunleavy is out there with Durham. Then it's Stephon Castle. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Chalmers in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
That's just textbook. Castle understands when to deliver the ball off that screen.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Hardaway passes to Murasov. Chalmers against Hardaway. Duran with the screen on Hardaway. There's the lob to Duran. Ball is down low. Castle covering. Hardaway kicks to Bryant. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And you know, guys, in the first half, he was a lot more focused. Maybe he's feeling the heat of the defense a bit more here in the second.
Milwaukee leading by 14. Thompson the bounce pass. Pass to Sear. There's the pick. There's the triple. The shot by Thompson, no good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Fry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And Cleveland also making a change. Sensabaugh is checked in. Bryant passes to Murasov. Here's Sensabaugh. Bryant a screen on Thompson. Here's Sensabaugh. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's called on Channing Frye.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. There's Diaz checked in for Channing Frye. Malawach is checked in for the Cavaliers. So he gets them both.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Pass to Castle. No good from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Bryant dishes to Wallace. Here's Malawach. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Sensabaugh. Drains the three-pointer.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Back to Castle. Lets the three fly. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his third assist on the night. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
To the middle. Back to Hardaway. Bryant outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Just 4 to shoot. Duran pulls it in. Bucks leading by 14. Now Castle. And another three for Milwaukee.
Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to Thompson. The rebound by Bryant.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Hardaway against Chalmers. And stolen by Castle. Chalmers scanning the floor. Here's Thompson from 20 feet out, and Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Now take our opportunity to check out our player of the game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And he'll head into the second round with his confidence at its highest level. He couldn't have picked a better time to take his game up a notch.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And stolen by Wallace. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. With the floater. Good!
Oh, defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
There's Batista. He's guarded by Diaw. There's the pick. Strong move off the glass.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
Milwaukee leading by 11. 1:36 left in the fourth. Loose. Here's Batista. Oh, what a play inside.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, Then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Yeah, the defender all over.
69. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will push the lead to double digits. Cleveland now, time running out. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Thompson fires, knocks down the 3.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Bucks.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out. And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Picked off in midair.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 17 points was their biggest margin. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't, Greg, big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love
Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to Game 3 of an you take a look at Miami. They are ready to get things going in the final game of this series.
Well, they know what is at stake here in this final game. All they want to do is get out of this first round one way or another.
So here are the Jazz starting five. Josh Okogie is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Wide open, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to Bailey. Here's the three. And again, Miami with a triple.
Yeah, Shepherd has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
Bailey's gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Halliburton outside. From deep. He can't hit that time.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Jsk S3. First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Miami moving it around. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Pass to Bailey. From the arc. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Here's Halliburton. Slam!
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Right side Edwards releases, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
This is exactly the start they were hoping for at the offensive end.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. The Heat have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Screen by Bamba. Done with a steal. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 7. Here's Shepard. Over to the wing, and here's Bailey for 3. Sinks the tray. Bailey's got 9 points.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. The Heat making a change here. Ivy's checked in. All right, the Jazz making a change here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Halliburton. From downtown, Edwards pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And the Jazz with possession here. 4-point game. Pass to Hamilton. The 3. Second chance effort. And it's finished off by Ayton as he lays it in.
Yeah, that is just great effort by Ayton on the offensive glass. He did not give up on that possession.
Ivy against Halliburton. And here's Edwards outside. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Halliburton outside. Pass to Hamilton. The 3 is up. The rebound by Bamba.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
To the inside. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, what a feed from Ivy. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
Here's Halliburton. Ivy defends. The three-pointer off the mark. Heat leading by 4. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Hits the trifecta.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Hamilton. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Miami has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. To the right side. There's a minute 17 left to play in the first. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 5. Pass to Hamilton. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Miami leading by 3. Ivy with the ball. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And here's Bailey for 3. No good that time.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Hamilton. All sorts of time. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Hamilton's got his second basket of the game.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
Ivy against Halliburton. Ivy passes to Bamba. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Miami out in front, leading by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
They've got Williams, and it's Bass in at the 4-man position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Outside, Williams. Miami moving it around. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. Here's Bass. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Miami shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
First team foul. Now at the line, Bass. 1.
Here's Okogie. No made baskets yet. Outside Whitmore. Outside Robinson. Pass to Hamilton. Back to Robinson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside, Williams. Robinson defending. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Miami shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Ivy's checked in for Miami.
1. Number 43.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Pass to Okogie. Now Aiden. Back to Hayes. Here's Okogie. Here's Gortat. Here's Ayton. Again, Utah, good for 2.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Pass's shot is good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Hayes, the pass to Gortat. Now Ayton. Pass to Hayes. The 3. Pass grabs a miss.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Here's Shepard. He's defended by Hayes. Here's Doherty. Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Miami making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Now here's Edwards. Pulls up at the elbow. Again, the Heat misses.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Hamilton. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game.
Richard Hamilton.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Miami. Bailey comes in for Bass. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Shepard. He's scoreless. Pass to Edwards. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Miami moving it around. Here's Shepard. Five to shoot. He shoots. And again, no good by Miami.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
The 3 is up. Second chance shot. Ayton, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Jokic passes to Bailey. Pass to Edwards. Blocked! Now here's Halliburton. And Ayton with the stuff.
That's a perfect delivery and an even better finish by Ayton on that alley-oop.
The Heat have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Bailey. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Bailey's got 15 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific group right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's Halliburton. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Hamilton. Back to Halliburton. The Jazz again can't hit.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Here's Doherty. Here's Bass. And here's Edwards outside. And again, it's Miami from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Jazz trail by 7. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. Back to Halliburton. Here's Hamilton. He's got 6. It's over Bailey. The rebound by Doherty. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And here's Edwards outside. Halliburton with some nice D.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Pass to Shepard. It's tipped. Halliburton with a steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. Rebound Miami. Here's Bailey. 15 points in the game. But it wouldn't fall for him. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Heat out in front, leading by 7. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Miami Heat.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch for. Does the defense extend to where guys start going inside?
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. They were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq, how important is Game 3 for them?
Well, Game 3 is always huge. They took care of business on the road. Now they have to hit you guys with a big word. Now they have to capitalize on it.
Ooh. Well, it won't be easy, but I'm going to make a prediction, guys. You ready?
No, but go ahead.
Whoever wins this Game 3, they win the series.
That is bold, Kenny. I sort of like it. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Here's Halliburton. No points yet. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Halliburton is out there with Josh Okogie. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's done in at the small forward position. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Heat leading by 5. Here's Shepard. Pass to Bailey. For 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's Halliburton. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. There's a screen. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Bamba, defended by Dunn. Bamba, that's good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Jazz trail by 4. And here's Halliburton. Launches a 3. Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Miami has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Here's Shepard. No points so far. Pass to Bailey. Let's go with a 3. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Dunn, pass to Halliburton. Fires for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Heat have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Bailey. Fires the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Down low. And stolen by Edwards. And here they come. Here's Shepard. Okogie pulls down the board. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Halliburton. Utah moving the ball around. Dunn outside. Halliburton outside. Misses the 3.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Shepard, defended by Halliburton. They set a pick. Pass to Bailey. Over Ayton, and it's Miami with another.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Williams is checked in for Shepard. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Utah. 6-point game. Here's Hamilton. The Jazz again can't hit.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Williams passes to Edwards. To the left wing. Here's Bailey. 23 points in the game. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender and takes it right to the rim.
To Hamilton. They get back on track. The Jazz again can't hit.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Here's Bailey. Fires the three. Good! Another from three.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Edwards with it. Halliburton picks him up. Edwards looking it over. They set the pick. Launches it. And again, Miami with a triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Halliburton with the ball. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Bailey.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Edwards. Pass to Bailey. Halliburton against Edwards. Here's Bailey. Outside, Williams. Bamba, screen on Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Edwards connects from outside.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Ayton with a screen. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. He gets it in there. Hamilton's got 8 points.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Bailey, defended by Dunn. Here's Bailey. 28 points for him. And he lays it up and in. Bailey's got 30.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And so it's the Miami Heat liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Back to the game after this break. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust each other these last minutes, okay? Work for a great shot. Don't settle.
Preaching teamwork. Eric Spoelstra trying to bring this unit together down the stretch.
Yeah, play unselfishly, make the extra pass, force the defense to have to work hard to try and stop you.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. We've got Walker. Shepard is out there with Edwards. Then it's Williams. And it's Doherty in at center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Here's Jamison. The Heat making their last shot. Shot by Hamilton, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
It's Edwards on the wing. No, 4 for 9 from the floor now.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Back to Halliburton. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Hamilton. Here's Okogie. To the middle. Here's Jamison. Here's Okogie. Takes a three. A shot that time, not on target. Heat leading by 17. Right side, Walker. Pass to Shepard. Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. Here's Doherty. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
For three, Robinson. Utah with another miss. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. To the paint. Shot is good by Edwards.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Hamilton. Here's Gortat, covered by Bamba. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Shepard. It's stolen by Halliburton. Here's Hamilton to snap the cold streak. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And he's going for the lob. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Halliburton. And there's a pick. This one for three. Rebound Miami. Bailey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Shepard. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Out to the right wing. Here's Bailey. And it's Miami with another.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Jazz have got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Back to Halliburton. Ayton with a screen. Dunn left side. Pass to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Okogie. Halliburton for 3. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Shepherd. Screen by Bamba. Here's Bailey. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
And for Ayton, protecting the rim is a big deal for him. I want to see a lot more of this.
Lays it up and banks it in.
I got your help side.
Oh, foul!
Shooting 2.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Let's bring back on it.
Don't let Bowen shoot that 3. Bowen.
Let's go, fellas. From the...
Bruce! Get that. Rashad. No baseline. Oh. That's you. Go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Game 3 of the playoffs on so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. We've got Bridges. He's out there with Wiggins. And it's Spears in at the point guard. Shots good by Miller.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Spears with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Ryder. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now Fear. 6 to shoot. He's guarded by Williams. And that's off the glass and in.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. Down low. Doubled by Bridges. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Charlotte ball.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Miller. Bridges against Williams. Miller, that's for 2. No good, unable to end this run.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bridges outside. And here's Wiggins. Misses from short range. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Weber. Outside Williams. Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Williams. With the teardrop, that one drops for him.
And Williams may be 6'2", but he seems to play much bigger than that.
Pass to Fear. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 13 feet away. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They come off the loss on Friday.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do, much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Wiggins surveying the floor. To the inside. Williams with the ball. Now here's DiVincenzo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Well, I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for Philadelphia. Okongwu comes in for Weber, and Ito Turkoglu is subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Hornets also changing it up. King comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Price in for Fears. Bridges up top. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Ryder, covered by Miller. Will it go? Ryder, good. Ryder's got 5.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Williams against Price. Turkoglu outside. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
From this range, Turkoglu is pretty much autopilot.
Hornets trail by 3. Price outside. Ryder, then the pass to Price. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Ryder. Price with a screen on this. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. Ryder, no good. The 76ers leading by 3. Launches it. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points always hurt. It's not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Bridges passes to Ryder. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Miller outside. Pass to Williams. Here's Turkoglu. Lets it go with the 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. To the left side wing. And stolen by Miller. In the corner, it's Turkoglu. Shoots over Price. No good from Turkoglu.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Ryder. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
We've got Weber. Williams is out there with Johnson. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Turkoglu in at the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Higgins outside, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the 76ers. Bangs home the trifecta.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Lively. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Lively fighting off the contact well. I tell you, he's lean, but that was grown man strength that time.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, Lively, elite in all 3 categories.
DiVincenzo against Wiggins. Now here's Butler. Tight defense on him. King left side. Here's Spears. And a miss there on the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Now Jones. Out left to the wing. Releases. Oh, good from Turkoglu. A wide open look here for Fears. A 3-pointer off the mark. The 76ers leading by 9. Turkoglu outside. Pass to Weber. His first shot coming late. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. And here's Pachulia. He takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Pachulia's got his first points of the night.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. Some changes here for the 76ers. Okongwu's checked in for Derek Lively. Miller comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Williams in for Trey Jones. The Hornets also changing it up. Bridges, he's checked in for Butler. And Ryder subbed in for King. Now, here's DiVincenzo. The shot by Williams, no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Fears with it. Okongwu covering. Pass to Wiggins from outside the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
And it's Wiggins missing. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Okongwu, the pass to Weber. Williams scanning the floor. DiVincenzo finds Okongwu. Here's Weber, left side Williams. Here's Miller. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Pass to Fear. Bridges outside. Now here's Wiggins. Taps in the tray. Wiggins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And for Wiggins to take another step forward, he must improve as a shooter. So this is good to see.
Okongwu kicks to Miller. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Hornets trail by 8. Pass to Fear. Back to Wiggins. Pachulia with the screen on Weber. Here's
My goodness. Making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with the great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird, though.
Here is Miller. Fires the three. Good on the triple. Miller's got 11 points.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
Here's Fear. He's guarded by Williams. Wiggins misses to Pachulia. And stolen by Okongwu. Miller outside. They get it back. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Shot fake leads to a trip to the line for DiVincenzo. Nice move.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for Philadelphia,
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
Well, what you like about DiVincenzo, he brings that energy, that relentless energy all the time, and he's got a great feel for the game. Those are traits you want in your rotation.
He hits the second from the line. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bridges outside. Off target with his three. And the shot is good. He has 6.
When the shot goes up, he is not a guy you want to lose track of. Boy, that's a nice play right there.
Here is Williams. It's Miller on the wing. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Miller's got 7 points here in this quarter. Hornets trail by 10. And here's Wiggins. 5 points in the game. Fires from way outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wiggins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensive.
And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us? All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. They were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq, how important is Game 3 for them?
Well, Game 3 is always huge. They took care of business on the road. Now they have to hit you guys with a big word. Now they have to capitalize on it.
Ooh. Well, it won't be easy, but I'm going to make a prediction, guys. You ready?
No, but go ahead.
Whoever wins this Game 3, they win the series.
That is bold, Kenny. I sort of like it. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic, even when he's had a hand in his face.
And it's Ryder in at the two-guard spot. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to DiVincenzo. Banked in off the glass.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Williams with the ball. Takes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
Pass to Fear. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Miller inside. He's against Wiggins. They grab their own miss. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the strike.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Fear. Buries it from three-point range.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And it's Williams with the ball for Philadelphia. They're leading by 8. Pass to Miller. Here's the 3. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 16 points from Brandon Miller.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Bridges outside. Pass to Fear. Puts up a deep 3. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 2 points. That one goes. 6 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Snatched up. And it's denied. It's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Here's Spears. He's guarded by Williams, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, I tell you what, you got major bounce, but the long arms of Wiggins gives him an extra advantage converting at the rack.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Miller, no up.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Fear. Bridges against Miller. Bridges deciding where to go with it. From down in the low post, it goes.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Johnson, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Rice is checked in. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Bryce. Williams passes to Johnson. Inside. Out to Miller. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. And that's 19 points from Brandon Miller. Hornets trail by 12. To the paint, here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Mikal Bridges cleared for takeoff.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. There's Miller with the 3. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. The Williams is checked in for Philadelphia.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, Charlotte, a 12-point game. Pass to Weber. The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good from long range.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Butler in the corner. Higgins passes to Bridges. Now here's Price. He's guarded by Williams. Williams against Price. Outside Butler. On the way, Wiggins. From deep. Chris Webber with the rebound. Webber's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Open and close and nails it. Webber's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Williams against Price. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Wiggins, right side. Trying to end the drought. And Miller with the block. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. NBA playoff round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Williams. Then it's Hedo Turkoglu. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Alexander and a power forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Ryder, then the pass to Pachulia. Now Fears to the middle. Off with the layup.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding. You've certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket.
Oh, foul! Get out on Matt. Pop it. Grab it, Hedo. Shooter, no. Hey, pick coming. Pop it, baby. Butler. Yo, set it up. Shot. Who's that? Is that? Perimeter. I got you right here. Set it up. Right here. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, shooter, man. Take a rebound. Gotta get it. Go. Knock it down. Crash that boards, man. Hey, grab that boards, man. Put it back. Yo, set it up. Watch him. Shot! Watch the pass. Get it. Screen. Rotate. Wiggins. And one. Oh, no.